Stop the union busting. Defend the Spanish dockers. Stop the union busting.
Y con esto le concluyo y le dejo la palabra a mi compañero Merkel. ¡Ni un paso atrás! 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 ¡Ni un paso atrás!
Defend the Spanish Wharfies. We're going to start with a poet, the most famous poet in San Francisco. He's an internationalist, and he was a poet laureate of San Francisco, Jack Hirschman.
Here. One is a poem I wrote for this day. It says, "The Wharfies, yes. Wherever the working class is in trouble, there we must double, treble, quadruple. Here or in Spain or anywhere, there's the pain of the working man or woman or child the insane billionaires have stabbed in the back. On our everyday must be counterattacked by whatever means necessary. Counterattack and no more hesitation. Your mother's at the window weeping. The boats pile up like stacks of bread. Don't give up like the living dead. Attack 'em back. Attack 'em back with all you got. Yes, turn the obesities upside down and fling them so they bomb each other in their gated towns, and let the wharves go free with the beautiful wharfies and their cargo free of embargo or union busting companies." And then I'd like you to hear, this is one of the greatest poems written in the 20th century. It's written by Roque Dalton of El Salvador. I'll read it in both languages. Acta. En nombre de quienes lavar ropa ajena y expulsan de la blancura la mugre ajena. En nombre de quienes cuidan hijos ajenos y venden su fuerza de trabajo en forma de amor maternal y humillaciones. En nombre de quienes habitan en vivienda ajena y aún los más de consentimiento de ladrón. En nombre de quienes viven en un país ajeno, las casas y las fábricas y los comercios y las calles y las ciudades y los pueblos y los ríos y los lagos y los volcanes y los montes son siempre de otros. Y por eso está allí la policía, la guardia, cuidándolos contra nosotros, en nombre de quienes lo único que tienen es hambre, explotación, enfermedades, sed de justicia de agua, persecuciones, condenas, soledad, abandono, opresión, muerte. Yo acuso la propiedad privada de privarnos de todo. This poem and the translation that I made of this book, Poemas Clandestinos, it gives the ultimate reason for what's happening in Spain and all over the world today. Act in the name of those washing others' clothes and cleaning others' filth from the whiteness, in the name of those caring for others' children and selling their labor power in the form of maternal love and humiliations, in the name of those living in another's house which isn't even a kind belly but a tomb or a jail, in the name of those eating others' crumbs and chewing them still with the feeling of a thief, in the name of those living on others' lands, the houses and factories and shops, streets, cities and towns, rivers, lakes, volcanoes and mountains always belong to others, and that's why the cops and the guards are there, guarding them against us, in the name of those who have nothing but hunger, exploitation, disease, a thirst for justice and water, persecutions and condemnations, loneliness, abandonment, oppression, and death. I accuse private property of depriving us of everything.
Carlos Taboda, and he's a retired high school teacher in Richmond, and where they're fighting privatization and union busting as well with charters. Welcome, Carlos.
We are here because we have a common struggle. We are responding to a call by the International Dock Workers Council to carry out this act of solidarity with the Spanish dock workers, because they are facing the same fights that we are facing, privatization and union busting, whether it is on the docks, in the factories, or in the schools. We have one common enemy that seeks to turn everything, the entire world, into their own private property, to the expense of everyone else that believes in collaboration, that believes in community. What we are facing here is the definition of a new commons, a commons defined by money and by power, and they are opposing the commons that we want, a commons grounded in democracy, in participation, collaboration, and solidarity with everyone, with all workers, all students. Thank you very much, Steve. We're very happy with all these Spanish workers, of course.
Speak in Spanish.
Y estamos aquí en este acto de solidaridad convocado por la Sociedad Internacional de Trabajadores, el Consejo Internacional de Trabajadores Portuarios, realizando este acto de solidaridad internacional, que en la lucha obrera, que se repita, en la lucha obrera no hay fronteras, y tenemos el mismo enemigo, este monstruo corporatizante que busca privatizar hasta el último rincón, hasta la última esquina de nuestro planeta. Y estamos aquí solidarizándonos con los trabajadores españoles en su lucha justa por mantener su nivel de vida y su sindicato. Muchas gracias. Adelante, España.
Our next speaker is going to be George Wright. He's a professor and he's a member of United Public Workers for Action. Welcome, George.
Stop union busting. Stop union busting. Stop union busting of the dock workers in Spain. What's happening in Spain is one chapter in a much larger picture that's a global process orchestrated by the United States, the international financial organizations like the IMF, the World Bank, economic unions like the European Union, etc., to break all workers all over the world, not just in Spain, not just in the United States, to smash the ability of workers to organize and to defend for themselves and to get not only their fair share, but eventually, hopefully, to be able to take it over from the bosses, so the workers will be able to not only produce but also redistribute the resources for only workers. This project is called, in the United States, neoliberalism. On a global level, the project is called the Washington Consensus, but the agenda is exactly the same. The agenda is to cut taxes for the wealthy, to deregulate every aspect of the economy, to privatize the public sector, to suck all the surplus that is in the public sector to the ruling class, to the Wall Street bankers and other bosses. And the final part of that project is to to smash all unions, to take not only the industrial societies but the rest of the world back to the pre-1870 period. We must defend workers not only in Spain but throughout the world. It is the only means for which the working class will survive.
Welcome, Joel Shore.
Hello everybody. Yes, casualization is a problem not only in Spain but in the maritime industry here and many other places as well. Not only are people injured on the job because lack of safety and training, but the process of casualization itself causes people to lead such disjointed, dislocated lives that they often work themselves to the point where they have health problems and sometimes die off the job because of health reasons, because they are working 2 or 3 jobs and suffer from they have strokes, they have heart attacks because they're not taking care of themselves, they're not getting enough sleep. So we're here to support the Wharfies in Spain and to fight for workers in all industries that need regulation. We have the informal economy here, and we're here to say, hell no, we won't go. Support the Wharfies in Spain and stop the process of casualization everywhere. Thank you.
Defend the Spanish Wharfies. Stop the union busting. Defend the Spanish Wharfies. Stop the union busting.